Food is more than just sustenance. It's a gateway to culture, history, and human connection. Every bite tells a story. Every dish is a reflection of the land and its people. As we set out on this global food adventure, we're not just tasting meals. We're experiencing life as it's lived in far-flung corners of the world. Our journey will take us to three distinct culinary powerhouses: Italy, Japan, and India. Each of these countries has a rich food tradition. They've perfected their techniques over centuries. Their flavors are bold, unique, and unforgettable. From the sun-drenched coasts of Italy to the bustling streets of Tokyo, from the spice markets of Mumbai to your own kitchen, we're in for a treat. But this isn't just about exotic ingredients or complicated recipes. It's about understanding the soul of a place through its food. It's about the joy of discovery, the thrill of trying something new, the comfort of a perfectly prepared meal. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a curious novice, there's something here for everyone. So loosen your belt and prepare your taste buds. We're about to embark on a mouth-watering adventure. We'll explore bustling markets, peek into sizzling kitchens, and savor incredible flavors. By the end of this journey, you'll have a new appreciation for global cuisine. And who knows, you might even be inspired to create some international magic in your own kitchen. Markets are the beating heart of any food culture. They're where the action is, where locals and tourists alike come to shop, eat, and socialize. Step into a market anywhere in the world, and you're instantly transported. The sights, sounds, and smells hit you all at once. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Market vendor. In Italy, picture yourself strolling through Campo dei Fiori in Rome. The air is thick with the scent of fresh basil and ripe tomatoes. Vendors call out, offering samples of olive oil and aged Parmigiano Reggiano. Wheels of cheese bigger than your head are stacked high. Cured meats hang from hooks, their rich aroma mingling with the sweetness of fresh figs and peaches. Now let's zip over to Japan. We're in the famous Tsukiji Outer Market in Tokyo. It's early morning and the place is already buzzing. Fishmongers slice through glistening tuna with razor-sharp knives. The briny smell of the sea fills the air. Nearby, you can hear the sizzle of tamagoyaki being expertly flipped. The sweet aroma of dashi mingles with the earthy scent of fresh wasabi root. Market vendor. In India, we find ourselves in Mumbai's Crawford Market. The assault on the senses is immediate and intoxicating. Mountains of vibrantly coloured spices create a rainbow landscape. The air is heavy with the scent of cardamom, cinnamon, and clove. Vendors grind fresh masala blends to order. The sweet perfume of mangoes and the sharp tang of tamarind compete for attention. It's chaos, but there's a rhythm to it. A dance of commerce and culture that's been perfected over centuries. Italian cuisine is all about simplicity and quality. It's not about fancy techniques or complicated recipes. It's about letting a few perfect ingredients shine. Italian chef. Take pasta, for example, a bowl of perfectly al dente spaghetti tossed with nothing more than good olive oil, fresh garlic and a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. It's heaven on a plate. Simple, yes, but far from boring. The Italians have a saying, al contadino non fa sapere quanto è buono il formaggio con le pere. Don't let the farmer know how good cheese is with pears. It speaks to the Italian knack for unexpected flavour combinations. Like the classic prosciutto e melone, the salty ham and sweet melon create a perfect balance. It's a reminder that sometimes the simplest combinations can be the most surprising and delightful. Of course, we can't talk about Italian food without mentioning pizza, but forget what you know about delivery pizza. Real Neapolitan pizza is a work of art. The dough is stretched by hand, never rolled. It's topped sparingly with San Marzano tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. Then it's blasted in a wood-fired oven for just 60 to 90 seconds. The result? A slightly charred, perfectly chewy crust with a soft, almost soupy centre. It's a textural masterpiece. Italian chef. And let's not forget about gelato. It's not just ice cream's Italian cousin, it's a creamy, intensely flavoured dessert that's in a league of its own. Made with more milk than cream, it has less fat than ice cream. This allows the flavours to really shine through. Whether it's a classic pistachio or an adventurous rosemary and olive oil, gelato is the perfect end to any Italian meal. It's a reminder that in Italy, even dessert is taken seriously. Section 4. Japan, precision and artistry in every bite. Japanese cuisine is a study in contrasts. It's both deeply traditional and wildly innovative. It's simple yet complex, subtle yet bold.
Take sushi, for example. At its core, it's just rice and fish, but in the hands of a master sushi chef, it becomes a work of art. Each piece is a perfect balance of flavors and textures. The vinegared rice, the buttery fish, the sharp bite of wasabi. It's a symphony in your mouth.
But Japanese food isn't all raw fish and rice. Let's talk about ramen. It's the ultimate comfort food, elevated to an art form. A good bowl of ramen is a labor of love. The broth alone can take days to prepare. Bones are simmered for hours to extract every bit of flavor. The noodles are made fresh daily, with just the right amount of chew. Toppings are chosen carefully to complement the broth. From the rich, porky tonkotsu to the light, soy-based shoyu, each style of ramen has its devotees.
Then there's the ritual of the Japanese tea ceremony. It's not just about drinking tea, it's a choreographed art form that has been perfected over centuries. Every movement, every utensil has meaning. The ceremony is a meditation on mindfulness and respect. The bitter, grassy flavor of matcha is an acquired taste. But in the context of the ceremony, it becomes something transcendent.
Japanese cuisine also embraces the concept of seasonality like no other. Dishes change with the seasons to showcase ingredients at their peak. Spring brings tender bamboo shoots and fragrant cherry blossoms. Summer is the time for cold somen noodles and grilled unagi. Fall is marked by matsutake mushrooms and sweet potato. And winter brings warming hot pots and crisp mikan oranges. This attention to seasonality ensures that every meal is a celebration of nature's bounty. Section 5. India, a symphony of spices and aromas. Indian cuisine is a feast for the senses. It's bold, aromatic, and endlessly varied. The use of spices is an art form in itself. It's not just about heat, it's about creating layers of flavor.
A good curry isn't just spicy, it's complex. It might start with the warmth of cumin and coriander, then you'll taste the sweetness of cinnamon or cardamom. Finally, you'll feel the heat of chili or the tang of tamarind. Each spice plays its part in the symphony.
Let's talk about tandoori cooking. The tandoor, a clay oven, is the heart of North Indian cuisine. It gets blazing hot, imparting a unique smoky flavor to everything cooked in it. Naan bread slapped onto its walls comes out puffy and charred. Marinated meats emerge succulent and deeply flavored. The yogurt-based marinade creates a protective crust, keeping the meat moist. The result is dishes like tandoori chicken, smoky, spicy, and irresistibly delicious.
But Indian cuisine isn't all about meat. In fact, India has a rich tradition of vegetarian cooking. Take dal, for example. It's a humble dish of lentils, but it's the backbone of Indian cuisine. There are countless varieties, each with its own unique flavor profile. From the creamy richness of dal makhani to the tangy brightness of sambar, dal is comfort food at its finest. It's nutritious, delicious, and endlessly adaptable.
And we can't forget about chai. It's not just a drink, it's a way of life in India. The ritual of brewing and serving chai is woven into the fabric of daily life. The spicy, sweet aroma of cardamom, cinnamon, and ginger fills the air. The tea is brewed strong and mixed with milk and sugar. It's served in small glasses, meant to be sipped and savoured. Whether you're in a bustling city or a remote village, chai is always there. It's a moment of pause in a hectic day, a chance to connect and converse. Section 6. Bringing the world to your kitchen, a call to culinary adventure. Now that we've taken this whirlwind tour of global cuisines, you might be feeling inspired, maybe even a little intimidated. But here's the thing, you don't need to be a master chef to bring these flavors into your own kitchen.
Start small, experiment, have fun with it. The joy of cooking is in the process as much as the result. Try making your own pasta from scratch. It's simpler than you might think. All you need is flour, eggs, and a little patience. The satisfaction of eating a bowl of pasta you've made with your own hands is hard to beat.
Or tackle a simple curry. Start with a basic spice blend and build from there. You'll be amazed at how a few spices can transform a dish. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn and grow as cooks.
Remember, authenticity isn't about recreating a dish exactly as it's made in its country of origin. It's about capturing the spirit of the cuisine. Use what's available to you. If you can't find fresh wasabi for your sushi, use the paste. Can't get your hands on San Marzano tomatoes for your pizza sauce? Use the best canned tomatoes you can find. The goal is to explore and enjoy, not to stress over details.
And finally, don't stop here. This is just the beginning of your culinary journey. There's a whole world of flavors out there waiting to be discovered. Try foods from countries we haven't covered. Visit ethnic markets in your area. Talk to people about their food traditions. Cooking and eating are universal languages. They have the power to bring people together, to bridge cultural divides. So go forth and explore. Your taste buds will thank you. And who knows, you might just discover your new favorite dish along the way.